Welcome back to Teshkid Effects for another Apecoin price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Apecoin chart, where at the time of this recording we are trying to battle out a key area of resistance at around the $6.35 mark, and at the time of this recording we have also lost the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart. And before I get further into the technical analysis, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 1-hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening before I give you my next target areas and the moves that I'm expecting next here on the Apecoin chart, where you can see that after making our low at around the $2.5976 mark, we started a 5-wave structure to the upside, having the wave 5 of this Elliot wave structure making its peak at around the $4.6 mark, and also completing the formation of that higher Elliot wave contour to the upside. And after seeing the high for that first wave, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of that wave 2. And you can see here on the charts we have this ABC corrective structure that we also expected to play out in the formation of that wave 2 because of its corrective nature. And after seeing the low for that wave 2, whatever we expected next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and using a trend based Fibonacci connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $6.469 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside to do. And you can see we have now made a high at around the $6.42 mark, meaning there are high chances that we might have seen the high for this wave 3, and I'll be giving you reasons as to why I'm saying there are chances that we might have seen the high for this wave 3. And we also have a chart pattern that is fully supporting the formation of this wave 4, which we expect next after seeing the high for that higher Elliot wave count 3. And after seeing the high for that wave 3 in the formation of the wave 4, which is a corrective wave, we also expect to see an ABC corrective structure in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 4 to the lower side. And now, assuming that the high for that wave 3 is in, I can sketch out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4 by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and that lies between the $5.2246 mark and the $4.85 mark, and that is the minimum that I will expect Apecoin to do in that corrective structure. And this, I think, will be another perfect entry back into Apecoin so that we can be able to ride another bounce to the upside in what we can term as a higher Elliot wave count 5. So after seeing the formation of that wave 4, I'll be expecting a wave 5 to the upside. So that is what I'm expecting on the short-term scenarios. And to fully support the formation of this wave 4, I want to show you a chart pattern that is in formation here on the 1-hour chart that is fully supporting the formation of that wave 4, where you can see that after making these two tops at around the $6.35 mark, which is now acting as resistance, we have seen the formation of a double top. And if I draw it out, we can have these as the first top, then you have seen the formation of the neckline, then the second top, and we are yet to see the formation that is the breakout to the lower side. And this is a chart pattern that will break to the lower side, having the minimum target area of the breakout as the height between the tops and the neckline. So we can get that height and then place it below the neckline, and that gives me a minimum target area back to around the $5.56 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect that breakout to the lower side to do. And that move will be taking us back to the high that we made at around the $5.5433 mark, and also fully support the formation of this wave 4 to the lower side. And also taking a look at the indicators here on the 4-hour chart to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 61 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4, and also room for us to support any movements to the upper side to fully maximize the formation of that wave 3 at the target area at around the fib level 1.618. And also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bearish cross, but we are yet to see an increase in the selling momentum. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.